everyone. Welcome to our very first podcast titled Behind the Brand, What Travel Agents Don't Always Hear, with my special guest, Jill Langley from Princess Cruises.
I'm
Welcome.
So excited to be here, Reggie, for episode 1.
Episode 1. So thank you so much for joining us. So we're really excited to have this new platform to learn more about the travel industry and go behind the brand.
There's a lot behind the brand and behind the scenes, a lot that people don't know.
And that's the whole point of this podcast, is to learn more about what's going on in the brand of everyone, and that your BDM would know.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So we're going to get to know Jill Langley a little bit more, whether she wants to know that or not. We're going to ask some questions here. So the first question: how long have you been in the travel industry?
I'll say since high school.
Okay.
And everybody else can figure that out.
Great answer.
Okay, since high school. Right.
Where did Jill Langley grow up?
I grew up mostly in the San Fernando Valley in California, Woodland Hills.
Okay.
But I had the opportunity to move with my family. So we lived California, we lived in Massachusetts, we lived in Kansas, but we always came back to California. And then as a grown-up, I got to live in London.
Wow. She just grew up, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
And Hawaii. And several years ago, I had the opportunity. It wasn't really a long term, but I was there for 5 or 6 weeks in Sydney, Australia.
Love it. Wow. So what island in Hawaii?
Oahu. Oahu.
It's a great island.
Yeah, it's a beautiful island. Yeah.
So, Jill, tell us something that no one knows about you that's not involved in the travel industry, something that you kind of keep to yourself a little bit.
Oh, and I don't know why I keep it to myself. Quite a few years ago, I got my certification in personal training, so I've always enjoyed the fitness aspect of it. I've run 18 marathons.
That's amazing.
Not recently, but I ran 18 marathons, mostly, and I was slow and steady. I was never a fat. This body was meant for a long term, not sprint.
Not sprint. That's okay. It's a marathon, not a sprint, anyway. So.
Yeah, that's it. So that was fun. I think I started running marathons shortly after my last child was born, and I needed some time out of the house.
That's fantastic, and that's something I did not know, audience. And I've known Jill for a long time.
A long time, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So thank you for sharing that with us. So for those who may be new to Princess, how do you personally describe the brand in one sentence?
Instead of one sentence, I can go 3 words. So how about the Love Boat?
There you go.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Love Boat. Where do they come up with that and all that?
Well, for those of you old enough to remember the television series, The Love Boat, which is still on TV, you can watch it all, we kind of launched the popularity of cruising.
Yes, you did.
So you look back on those ships, or the ship that we had, the Pacific Princess, which had no balconies. Oh, yeah. Right? Remember that. But we had this amazing crew of Julie McCoy, the cruise director, and Doc, and Captain Steubing, and Gopher, and Isaac. And it just really, everybody would sit around their TV on those evenings and watch The Love Boat. And it really increased the popularity of cruising.
So my next question I have for you, what originally drew you to working with Princess Cruises?
Well, 2 things, really. Okay. The Love Boat.
Yeah.
Right? And Julie McCoy, the cruise director, I thought, doesn't that look really cool? Wouldn't that be a fun job, right?
Yeah.
So this is me in high school.
Okay.
But I had a dear friend, my best friend. Her mother was the manager of a travel agency, an old Ask Mr. Foster travel agency. Oh. Right? That goes back a long, long way. And she would be out on cruises all of the time. Oh. And Princess was their go-to, their favorite. And she'd come back with stories of this amazing English crew and Italian, and as a high school kid or as a high school young lady, I would go, oh, that's what I want to do. So after high school, I went to Cal State University, Northridge, but I also went to Eccles International Travel Training School.
There you go.
And immediately went into the travel industry.
Fantastic. And go Matadors, by the way.
All right, thank you.
So little insight too. My very first cruise was with the Archers and my wife, and it was on Princess. It was Alaska cruise.
Know
that was
that.
my very first cruise. Yeah.
And look, you're still cruising.
I'm still cruising. So my experience was amazing. What one thing most travel advisors don't know about working behind the scenes at Princess?
Aside from my working behind the scenes as BDM, it's pretty transparent what I do. But what the rest of the company does to make these cruises go, I had no idea of the detail that those who plan the itineraries, or ship maintenance, or crew, there is so much behind the scenes planning.
Oh yeah.
On board the ships, of course, and just that whole lower deck with all of the crew and what goes on down there, but the ports of call and getting permission for the ports and the different rules and regulations around the world, because of course on an international sailing, you've got all of these different rules. But I'm just incredibly impressed with the itinerary planning and the details. 17 ships traveling all around the
world. Yeah.
Yeah. Who does that? Right? It must be fun, though. It must be a lot of fun kind of going, we're going to go here, and then we're going to go there, and then we're going to go there, right?
Yeah. What's one question advisors should be asking clients more often?
Having come from the travel advisor side, from the travel agency side, one of my favorite questions, especially for a new client, is what was your favorite vacation you've ever taken and why? So then you have an idea of, are they sun and sand or beach or mountains, or what sort of accommodation? Budget. You can immediately get an idea of perhaps what they spend. Yeah. So it's just a good open question to get the conversation rolling.
I love it. And the business success and growth side of it, from your perspective, what separates average advisors from top performers or producers?
Details and caring. So the average advisor or the subpar advisor is an order taker, right?
Yeah.
Their client comes to them and says, "This is what I want, and here's when I want to go," and they do that, and they don't go any further beyond that, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
Because that client could very well go on to somebody else who's more caring. Now the really good ones.
Yep.
Plan everything from start to finish, every little detail in terms of what they need to pack and what they need to know about the ship that they might be going on. They give them all of the details, and they make sure that client knows exactly what to expect when they get to it.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Great
be
advice.
Be caring and be detailed.
And the last question I have on this is, how can advisors build long-term clients' loyalty using cruises?
Princess Cruises we have the most loyal passengers, I think, of any other cruise line.
Okay.
Once they sail on Princess and they're enrolled in our loyalty program with Captain Circle, you'll see they come back time and time again. And that loyalty shows. They'll come back to the travel advisor, and at some point, they'll book their cruises on board the ship, which then come back to the travel advisor. So it's loyalty all around. The client is loyal to Princess and the advisor. Princess is loyal to the advisor.
Love it. The brand and culture of Princess. Princess has been around for decades, as we all know. We talked about with the Love Boat. How has the brand stayed relevant while the industry keeps changing?
We are very lucky to have an amazing president at Princess who is a visionary, and he has all sorts of plans, which some can be revealed and some cannot. Yeah. But you have to roll with the flow. You can't sit on your laurels, right? And even though it's interesting, we don't have at this point right now, we don't have any new ships on order.
Okay.
But we're constantly revitalizing and refreshing our ships in order to stay relevant with what the guest wants, and updating and increase. For instance, we'll increase dining space at a favorite venue if we find that that's required or if that's wanted. We update the colors and we update whatever we can to stay relevant there. But it's the visionary leadership at Princess Cruises that I think makes all the difference.
This is a question I've always wanted to ask a BDM in the cruise world. What onboard experience do you personally think is underrated?
I will say that some people just don't know about our dining experiences,
there you go. Okay.
Our wine experiences, the chef's table. So it's not underrated, it's just not out there
It's not
as
out there.
much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's not promoted.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Marketed, we'll
Correct.
say. Okay, that's good to know. What's something coming from Princess Guests that you're especially excited about?
Oh, our world cruises.
There you go.
I love the world cruises, and of course the two new ships, the Sun and the Star.
The Sun and the Star.
They're out there. They're not coming, but they are pretty amazing.
If you could take one Princess itinerary tomorrow, where would you go?
I just mentioned it. The world cruise.
The world cruise.
I want to retire on a Princess cruise ship.
Okay.
Yeah. And that would be it. Just go around. I'll do the world cruise back to back to back.
I never thought about it. Can you elaborate more about that? Because a lot of people might not even know this exists.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk about that?
So there are a number of passengers who retire on a cruise ship, and then they'll come back to land for a little bit and then hop back on. But when you consider, let's think of it, when you consider perhaps senior living at a well-known, and what it costs, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month to live there, and you're in one place all the time. Get on a cruise ship. It's you're going to be at a different destination just about every day.
Absolutely.
You've got housekeeping, medical, entertainment, everything you want right there. And I would so much prefer to do that than sit in a small apartment.
And you're not cooking.
You're not cooking, and you've got somebody to clean up for you and laundry, and you're going someplace different. And think of all of the different people that you're going to meet.
Oh my goodness! And there's so many activities you can do, and you go to your ports of call, and there's just, I mean, you're right. I never thought of it like.
And you've got the spa, but you've also got bingo. Right?
Yeah, you got those
bingo.
who like to gamble, those who like to whatever
Casino,
it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's
something to really
that's
think
my
about.
ideal. Yeah.
Okay, back to our advisors. What's the best business advice you've ever received?
Just do it.
Love it.
Just
do it. What's something you learned early in your career the hard way?
You're going to fail. Sometimes you will fail. Take it as a learning lesson rather than as anything too negative. And just learn from it and move on and make changes next time. How
do you stay motivated in such a fast-moving industry?
Motivation certainly comes from within.
Okay.
Right? It certainly comes from within. Some people, money is motivation. Some people, happiness is motivation. Me, I love what I do and the people that I work with and work for. Travel is one of those things that I believe is not only fun. Mai Tais on the beaches are great, but it's so educational as well, and it broadens everybody's horizons. So I want to get as many people out there as possible to see the rest of the world.
What does success look like for you personally? Not professionally, but personally. What does success look for you?
Can I be real mushy? It's just happiness.
Please do.
Happiness, contentment, my friends, my family. Right now, living where I do with the marina and the boats, and I'm pretty simple.
Do you currently have a boat?
No, but I'm looking for one.
She's looking for a boat. So for those who don't know, Jill has always, ever since I've known you, you've always had a boat.
Yeah, a long time.
Sailboats, correct? Sailboats, if I recall. So you're looking for one. Are you looking for a sailboat?
I'm looking for a sailboat.
Good for you.
Yeah, looking for a sailboat.
That's pretty.
So I can have my glass of champagne at the end of the day. That's, sunset champagne sailboats.
I love it. What excites you most about the future of Princess Cruise Line?
It goes back to what we talked about earlier. It was the visionary.
Okay.
The visionary leadership we have, and the fact that the itineraries are very special. Traveling to over 350 different destinations, and they're all on my bucket list. All of them are on my bucket list. So the fact that we do continue to grow, and we've got something for just about everybody. In terms of the smaller ships or the larger ships, the itineraries. It's a company that I'm so proud of to work for. And I look forward to being there until I retire on one of their cruise ships.
I love it. I love that idea. Where can advisors go to learn more or connect with Princess Resources?
Join me on any of my recorded trainings that are in the Evolution Travel Cafe, right? Connect with Princess. Yep. We do the Princess webinars a couple of times a month. Trainings, you can come on board and see our ships For ship tours, we show you around the ships, and then we give you lunch and wine.
Oh, wow.
And those can be found on OneSource. I will say that for the travel advisors, OneSource really is your best resource, with tons of marketing, tons of training, and also a reminder of how to contact me just in case you need me.
Okay, what's one final piece of advice for travel advisors that are listening today that you can give? I stumped you.
You did, because there's so many pieces of advice. For newbies, just keep plugging away. Keep learning the products, all right? Just learn what you're selling, and please try not to just be an order taker. Take a lot of care. For those that have been in the industry, don't don't get stale.
Yep.
Don't get arrogant. Stay fresh with the product and with your clients, as I know most of you do. But sometimes we all, sometimes it's not a boredom factor. Sometimes we get a bit apathetic and we go, don't do that. All right, put on your best stage. You're on stage with your clients, and you've got to be there for them every step of the way.
Something that you most likely won't have the answer, but how much food do you think they serve on a week-long cruise?
I don't know, but I've heard the answer, and I will get back to you at a future time.
That's a question I've always wanted to ask someone.
I've done behind-the-scenes tours.
Yeah.
And if any of you are interested, you can do that. You can do galley tours and bridge tours. The galley tours are incredible to see the way that they can serve 3,000 passengers practically 24 hours a day in the main dining room and all of the others. It's a lot of food.
So it is possible for anyone of our travel advisors to schedule this and see the galley. When they're on the cruise, they can request it.
It's offered. It's limited.
Okay.
But I will tell you, one of my favorite behind-the-scenes tours was the laundry.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah.
So they've got these massive, probably machines as big as the room that we're sitting in. Not only do they wash, they dry, and then they go down a little conveyor belt and come out, and they're ironed this way, and then they're folded.
Seriously?
A machine, and that's exactly, I want that at my house.
A machine folds it?
Uh-huh.
How do we get that in my house?
I know, right?
My wife would love me.
Me too. Right? I just think it's the most amazing. To watch it is incredible.
And this is why this is called Behind the Brand, because a lot of viewers don't know that this exists. There is ways you can go see the laundry in a cruise, see the food being made on a cruise ship. What else is there that they have options? Is there any? Those are two big things.
Well, the bridge tour.
The bridge tour, yes.
The bridge tour. They're steering by a joystick.
Oh my goodness.
So they've got the wheel up there, but mostly I call it playing a video game. We're just steering by. It's incredible. It's wonderful to go on those tours. You meet the captain, you meet the crew, and then behind the scenes like the galley or the laundry, and then the entertainment will take you behind, because Princess is known for entertainment too, and we've got the stages, of course, in our theaters. Behind the scenes, you'll see them rehearsing. You'll see the costumes. So many different options that a lot of people don't know about. So
and that's the whole point. Mm-hmm. I want our viewers to know there's more to it than just getting on a cruise. And as we all do, love to relax and have maybe a cocktail or two and go to get a massage and relax. But there is other things to do that will intrigue you as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that.
You're very welcome.
So viewers, thank you so much for joining our very first episode of Behind the Brand, what travel agents don't always hear. And Jill, thank you so much for joining us.
What a pleasure,
Reggie. I truly appreciate you joining us.
I'll come back anytime you need somebody to sit in the seat.
Hopefully this turned out okay, and we'll actually have a couple of viewers so we can keep going.
Well, if we have one, we're good. Or two,
it's
or
all
three.
One or two, it will be great. Thank you again, and everyone have a wonderful day.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.